You got a fucking thick shaft with a small head, dude. That's a big tripod for that little ass top, dude.
And then he's got the long mic on
Holy
top.
shit.
Blowing him out.
Bullboy's just got quite the setup going on over there today.
Hold on, just so people can see this shit from the other angle, dude. Look at that look at the girth on that thing. All right, we'll show them later.
Alrighty, back in here after quite some time. We have not been in here in a while. We apologize. We've been very busy with a whole bunch
trying to
of
get Gordon
stuff.
paid.
Yeah.
Attempting.
Here, we'll bring
Okay.
bring that thing right up into you. You don't want to, you don't have to make out with it, but keep it right close.
I'll
It's
try.
good when it's
Kind of in
almost
Dylan's.
touching your mouth.
Just right in there. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want that big black thing in my face.
Now it's in Gordo's.
Usually it's in Ritter's from that angle. So, I mean, I guess it's my turn.
How is that, Seth? Is that thing right in my
How's
face?
my good side?
Good?
Close
Alright.
enough.
All right, we all good?
Yeah, that should be all right.
All right. Well, welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Insiders Podcast presented by WTP Motorsports. Today we got Gordon Keck. Gordon, what's up, dude? Thanks for coming on.
Thank you guys for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. That event was awesome.
Yeah, you can move
Sure.
this thing around.
Okay. You really want
Screw
like
these
right
guys.
here?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Like, literally, I stayed like this the whole time.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's sick to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
Yes, sir. We're stoked to have you. So most of the reason that we've been gone for the last month and a half or 2 months or whatever, we've been putting together this WTP Best Whip Contest, $50,000 purse that we had. Shit ton of work, and it worked out pretty good. Gordo here took second place, $10K. We can get into all that. I personally think you probably could have did a little bit better, but
I've heard that from a few people.
yeah. But I mean, again, I will say that the judges probably had the hardest job that night.
Absolutely. I was with Todd, who's one of the judges, Saturday night, and he's telling me how he never wants to do it ever again.
Yeah,
I don't blame him at all. I
He
would never
was-
want to be put in that position.
Yeah,
I
he
know,
was
everyone
telling
wants
me
to
that.
fight him.
Right. He was telling me that they were all like sitting up there sweating, and they all
sure.
felt pretty
Because
uncomfortable. And
all the judges were like friends with everyone in it, and they're like, "Oh, well, one guy's walking away with 20 grand. Who's it gonna be?"
yeah, and I guess like halfway through, they're like they came to the realization that the winner's taking home $20,000, and that's
Yeah.
a good amount of money.
Yeah.
And Todd was just kind of like, dude, we all just kind of realized that like halfway through, and we're like, fuck, this just got way gnarlier. So
Start analyzing every little detail now.
Yeah.
I think we
Yeah.
should have just went with cards that say 7, 8, 9, 10 and just fucking toss those puppies up.
just held them
3
up.
in a row. Just,
That
yeah.
actually would have been kind of
Just
sick. I didn't
old
even-
school.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
But so anyway,
is easier.
That would have been a lot easier. Yeah.
yeah. We made it a lot more complicated, but it worked out good. So
Sounded cooler.
post event, we are just over a week after wrapping up the carnage. What how you feeling? 10 grand richer. What was the feeling after all that?
Honestly, like the biggest pressure moment for me of the whole night. Well, first off, you got Winky and Brock in it, so I was like, damn, I got the shittiest heat out of all of them. Like, there's 3 guys that could potentially be in the finals, and then and Brock won that thing. Just he straight up topped us all, and then the next like gnarliest moment for sure was the semis. I think it was the semis with Patrick.
Yep.
It was like, fuck, this is the guy I got to go against.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I, hid everything from Instagram going into it, but, he was posting everything. He looked so damn good.
Yep.
So he was, he was my personal pick to win the whole deal.
Yeah. I think he
100%.
was
I agree.
kind of everybody's.
Yeah. So, going up against him, I was like, oh, we're just going to see what happens now, boys.
Yeah.
And fortunately, I was able to make it through that round and probably did the second biggest turnout of my life. First one was in practice, and no one got to see it, of course.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I mean, finals came, and it was just all the stress was gone by the time you got to the finals because, you knew you were in a good money-paying spot.
Yeah.
So it was no matter what, you know, it's a good night.
Right.
Whether you got $5 grand or 20 grand, you're still stoked. So that's a hell of a night.
Right.
But no, I mean, I had the lead on Jared for a little bit in the finals, and I was just like, there ain't no way right now. Like, this guy's got how many X Games golds?
Right.
And then sure shit, he starts doing his head tweaking thing. I was like, oh, he's ready to go. He's ready to go. And sure shit, it just goes fully upside down. I'm like, God damn it.
That's got to be a crazy feeling, though, right? Like, you're literally sitting there, and I mean, I remember walking over to your mechanic and showing him your score, and him just being like, fuck, we're up.
Yeah.
Like, and exactly that. Like, you're rolling around. I mean, you're an up and coming kid. Like, I'm pretty confident that you're gonna get some opportunities here in the future. But
yeah, thank you.
as of right now, you know, you haven't done an X Games. You haven't, you know, this is probably one of the bigger events that you've done, right?
Hands down, it's the crowning moment of like my free ride, I guess, career you could call it. But yeah, coming from racing, like I was just an Instagram kid. Like,
right.
Make some edits, throw a cool song over it, call it a day.
Yeah, you're a poster child, how I see it, for just like having fun on your dirt bike. Like,
Exactly.
you don't have to go to the track and be the fastest kid. Like, you throw fucking insanely big whips, but like, you don't even have to be like the biggest whip kid of the day. Like, you're just like having the most fun is how I see it.
Exactly. Like wheelies, nose wheelies.
Right.
Like, all that stuff is like my favorite part of riding. Like, that's literally why I just got a 250 so I could go to tracks again.
Right.
Because riding that 450, like, I had ramp stuff on it 24/7. So I'd go to the track on it and probably be ready to jump off the closest bridge I could find.
Yeah. Just
Head
no fun
first.
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just sucked. Like, I got arm pump after like 4
It's rigid as
corners.
fuck. Doesn't take bumps at all.
No.
Yeah.
Like, you're okay at Kahia in the morning, and that is it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the only track you
When
can
it's
get away
super
with it.
smooth, right?
Yeah.
So again, like, you know, that has to be a gnarly feeling. Like, you're sitting down there and you're just like this up and coming Instagram kid, and you're up on Jared McNeil, who literally holds the most gold medals
Yeah, he's
out
like
of any dirt
the
bike rider.
gnarliest dude in the world to throw a whip on a dirt bike.
Yeah.
Like, if there was a Godfather, like, this is the guy, that's the guy.
Right. So
Hands
what is
down.
that feeling sitting down there and you're like, you are
Surreal.
literally in the opportunity to beat him?
Surreal. Long story short, surreal.
Yeah.
Like, pinch me in my dreaming. Like,
Right.
Because, I mean, I could have cared less about the whole event as far as where I place. Like,
Right.
Everyone's kind of having a dick swinging match at the press conference, and like Winky and I are over here just like joking around with each other. But then everyone's making it so serious, and I was like, dude, no matter what, we're getting $1,000 to
Yep.
be there. So I was like, we're riding our dirt bikes for fun, and you can't beat it. No matter what, you can't beat it. Like, it's a dream come true, and especially with a guy like Jared, because if anyone saw the last whip contests that we did at Elsinore in, what was it, like May, I
Yeah.
think? I sucked it up so bad. And that was like, I felt good about that. So,
Right.
like, it's like a reincarnation almost now. Just, I finally spent time on a ramp. Like, maybe, realistically, honestly, 2 weeks before the contest.
Before the Elsinore one.
No, well, it was a week before that one. Realistically, 2 weeks of just going at ramps before this one.
No shit. Wow.
That's it. Like,
That's crazy.
Because I work construction during the week. Like, even after the contest, got second, sweet. Back at work Monday, 7 a.m.
No shit. Damn, I didn't know that you were construction.
Well, yeah. I mean, at this point, like, I have some paid sponsors, but it's not enough to like be able to
Comfortably
survive
live.
and save anything at all.
Right.
Like, I would save absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And
You'd just be able to get by, basically.
yeah, and that sucks.
Right. So was
So-
was the difference just between the two comps just that consistent 2 weeks of working at it, or do you feel like you just maybe tried a little bit harder? Because honestly, between the first comp and the second one, you looked like a completely different person.
Yeah.
Yeah, so realistically, the difference between the first one and the second one is I didn't stay up until 2 a.m. the night before. That helps. And Cole, Seeley, and I, we stayed together just at Wyvern, like, doing our own thing. Like, everyone was out at Brock's Ramp. So, I mean, neither one of us wanted to be like, hey, we're going to show you all of our cards right now
Right.
before. So, we just did our own deal. And Cole got so good at Wyvern that I thought he was going to beat me at the event. So
I think he did too.
Yeah. Dude, he did one turn down in practice at Wyvern that was honestly stupid. Like, he was past 180, and we just all started floating valves, like, about to blow up our bikes, and then, I don't know, a couple minutes later, lightning starts coming in, rain hits the ramp, we're done for the day, and he gets to end on a high note, and he's just stoked.
That's funny. Are you guys talking right now? Because he said that you weren't allowed at his house anymore.
Yeah. No, he said, because he left before he got his check, so I dropped off the money on his counter, and he said, get out, like, I never want to hear from you ever again. So that's the last time I'll ever see him.
That's funny. He's like, damn, why'd I coach this kid?
Yeah,
Student
right.
becomes the master. Get the hell out of here.
Why was I riding with this guy?
Yeah, fuck bringing this kid under my wing again.
You just hustled him, dude.
Oh shit.
But I will say, it was kind of funny that we were all sort of talking about, like, Gordo's been a little quiet on Instagram, and Instagram's Gordo's thing.
Yeah.
There's got to be a
And-
reason.
Right. That we were like, fuck, this either means that he's uncomfortable or he's really comfortable.
Yeah.
And it worked out being more so on the comfortable side.
Yeah, that was my favorite part. I'm glad it aged so well. You go,
Yeah.
So I am posting on Instagram. You got something on your sleeve? I don't know. You'll see Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah. And
You're like,
it's-
fuck, I'll see too.
Yeah, right. It's
We'll
got
see
to
what
feel
happens.
really good when it ends up like paying off and working out, though.
Yeah, well, because Craig, the announcer for the whole deal, like, he was DMing me. He's like, don't walk in his press conference acting like you're McGregor. Don't do it.
Well, Patrick. I'm
What
just
like
kidding.
what? And that's so funny. Like, I wonder what Craig even meant by that, because you're like a pretty quiet kid. Is
I
that what
don't
he
know.
meant by it?
I mean, I'm assuming that's what he meant by it, because the last time I saw him, we were in Oregon. We ripped the fuel pump off the gas pump. Like, he just drove away with
Oh,
it
at Hill
in
Jam?
RV. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. Craig's gnarly.
Uh-huh.
Craig is one of the funniest guys I've ever met.
Yeah,
Craig-
no, he's
shout
the
out to Craig.
coolest
I already
dude.
miss him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a lot more boring around California without Craig.
I know, it sucks.
He
But,
brought all of us roommates together. Now that he's gone, we don't really hang out anymore.
Yeah, we don't talk now that Craig's.
Yeah, he was showing me the videos of you guys. Some funny shit.
Craig
Oh,
was.
dude.
Or,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's fun when Craig's around.
Good thing he doesn't have videos of what we were doing.
Yeah,
Oh.
what
I'm
just kidding.
what really
he
happened?
might, but that's like in the
He
hidden
might.
folder.
He
Yeah.
might. I love the archives.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So what
Eyes only.
what was your sort of take on how the whole event was put together in general? You know, it's a sort of a new platform. The idea with it is to grow and sort of turn it into like a premier event. What is your final indication on it after it being said
I
and
think
done?
it was put together incredibly. I think that the venue had a lot of issues going on with
Mm.
it. Like,
Yeah.
especially like when we first all got there, and they didn't even want to let us take our bikes in to unload. Like,
Right.
you got me thinking I'm gonna walk my bike, toolbox, everything, a quarter mile in there,
Right.
huffing it.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
don't warm up. I throw whips.
Yeah, screw that. Like, you think I trained for this? No, I went and had 4 Pazookies last night. What do you think I'm doing?
I'm on
Yeah.
a sugar hangover.
Yeah, and if it's not a real hangover, then it's a sugar hangover. So, like, you pick your poison.
Or both.
Right.
But I like your style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The venue definitely did not make it easy. I mean, I walked down there at one point, and Brock Shoemaker and his wife and his 2 kids were trying to come in. Brock is, for anybody who doesn't know,
Yeah.
Brock's one of the main people who put this thing on. His, this whole
He-
thing
he
is
was
an
he
idea
was
from
orchestrating the circus.
yeah, like this whole thing is an idea from his brain, and the venue workers were trying to tell him that him and his wife were allowed in,
But not his newborn.
but not
The
his newborn.
6-month-old.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'cause
Yeah.
She didn't have a wristband.
Yeah.
Like, the thing would
Makes
fit
a
on her
lot of
anyways,
sense.
right?
Yeah, so
Think about how much room a
Uh,
baby takes up.
Yeah.
and the whole thing was just sort of odd. I mean, I wrote out the VIP list myself and like the media list and whatnot. I forgot to put myself on it.
You forgot to put me on it.
Yeah, and granted, yeah, like there's a few like really close people to the event that I didn't think
Yeah.
was super necessary to put on it. I didn't think it was super necessary to put the judges, because I was like, well, they're a part of
Yeah.
our team, and it was a massive issue. I wasn't even allowed in for like 45 minutes.
Same.
And I was like, I wrote that list.
Yeah. I thought Mrs. Shoemaker was going to start swinging at that old broad with one
Yeah.
baby in her
Oh.
hand, swinging with the right, holding
Yeah.
baby with the left.
And it'd have been really unfortunate for the venue lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, nah, I'd say so.
But I mean, all in all, besides the venue, like, did you like how the bracket system worked? Like, did you like the idea of
Okay.
the press conference and all
So,
that?
The press conference idea, I definitely liked it just because it let everyone like break out of their shell. I think, like, I talked to Scott a little bit about it on the phone a couple days ago, and we had some ideas. Like, I know Jared's gonna be like a part of the team now with like how they go about everything, like the social media side. But the bracket system I thought was honestly a great idea. It gave us the chance to go against pretty much everyone, it just not at the same time like if it was just a jam session.
Right.
So like we had our breaks in between, like 5 minutes, whatever, like enough to get a sip of water. But bracket system was great because it divided everyone. The only thing that like was kind of fucky was that Wanky and Jared went together in the quarterfinals.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was a bad matchup.
Like I think they went at it too early.
Yeah.
Like there's no reason that Wanky shouldn't have at least been in the placing round, bare
Yeah.
minimum.
Yep, I agree.
So that was the only shortcoming that I saw during the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. I know that was just by the system, like the
know.
program
It was
did
a
that.
random
So it was a random draw, which is a little
Who's
unfortunate.
running that system?
What's that?
What robot's running that fucking system?
One
Yeah.
that does not like Wanky.
Yeah. But
Oh, I know who. No, I'm just kidding.
but at the same time, it's like, you know, those are two competitors that, you know, I get that they probably shouldn't have been together that early, but at the same time, it's like,
It's got to be someone.
it's right. It
Yeah.
does have to be someone, and that fucking lineup was so stacked. Like,
Yeah,
It-
100%.
like I said, you know, and I don't even really want to say this because I don't want to piss people off, but like
that's never been a problem.
my personal opinion is I would have probably put it as you winning. I personally think Brock probably got second, then Jared, possibly Patrick. I do
Yeah.
think Patrick was up a little bit higher than what he finished.
Didn't Patrick get fourth?
He did get fourth.
Okay.
But see, that's where it's like it's so fucking weird because everybody was so good.
I think that was
yeah.
the problem.
Like, how do you judge that? Like, and then I did go back and watch some videos like a couple days ago, and Jared, like, he was throwing fucking huge.
Well, and I think with Jared too, it's not only can he throw it, you know, both ways or three ways, but his consistency is literally like he
Yeah.
never really fucks
Yeah.
up.
But
No.
also the thing is like, you know, again, watching it back, neither did you. You
True.
really, every single one of yours were pretty consistent.
One of your landings was a little squirrely. I saw on
But
video.
so
Dude,
is-
I
so is
almost
Jared.
died.
I almost took out a camera guy.
Really?
I landed off the back, full whiskey dick, just
Yeah.
wheeling into the guardrail. Just about clipped the camera guy. I'm like,
Was that you?
I was that camera guy.
yeah?
Yeah,
That
that's
is
dope.
awesome.
I almost killed you.
Wasn't that on the? I think that was on the edit that we watched the other day. Ritter. What's his name's?
K Krabs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably
yeah,
was.
That was squirrely.
it was dope.
That's the single most squirrely thing I did all night.
Other than that,
But that's the thing is Jared had one where he kind of got stuck, and
Yeah.
he, you know, that one was a little bit hairy. But again, I don't disagree with how it was finished, how it was placed, because again, Jared killed it. You were up there, but again, your whips, I've never seen you go that big, and they
So
were
smooth.
so smooth.
That's the one thing with my style is I make it look easy. Like
Yeah.
I hate a lot
like,
of movement.
Jared
I don't like
goes
body movement.
so huge, but that's like my only thing is like it looks like he's trying so hard. Like
well,
I
and there's
think-
so much movement.
well, because
with him.
he's a littler guy. Like
True.
he's gonna have to do that, I think.
Right.
But like when he's turndowns, he flicks it so hard off the ramp that he's just a passenger after.
Yeah,
And
Right.
like when I do it, I keep the flow the whole time because I think momentum is the key to making it look nice.
yeah. And I've also noticed with yours, a lot of people, like, you know, when they bring it back, it, for one, either kind of looks a little ugly or it looks a little forced,
overcorrects,
or
yeah.
it overcorrects, right? And I noticed that with a lot of people where they go really big, but then, you know, when they go to bring it back, it almost like they almost crash going the other way,
Because they're too concerned with bringing it back.
right? To where yours are just so smooth, like so dialed. You go up, you get like fully backwards, and then you're just like right back in. Like your body doesn't move at all.
No.
It's insanely smooth.
That's it. I mean, the first time I learned these, I was starting off like that way again, and I got stuck and landed backwards out at Wyvern, and just, I mean, we have a drone video of it. I thought I tore my butthole open because I ran down the ramp, but no. After that incident, I was scared shitless of turn downs.
Yeah,
because I was like, it's way too easy to get stuck. Like, these things suck. And then one day I just said, fuck it. We're just gonna see what happens. And it's like the bigger you go, the easier it is to come back.
No shit.
That's the way I think it is, because like the bike follows your body, and when you throw it, like you already lean back with your body and you're like starting to spin around because, well, you probably could do a 360, but I mean, I don't want to.
Yeah.
So
if you go too far, you might as well just stay in it.
Yeah, honestly, like
you might be better off.
That Luke Ackerman guy,
yeah,
Axions guy,
yep.
Like he literally does a turn down and just
but
keeps
like a whip.
spinning.
Yeah,
yeah.
But it's like, yeah, it doesn't look like your normal like Bilco 360.
No, because that's just like a flip with a little spin in it. But
I know what you mean.
Blown. And like, I'm pretty sure you could do a full 360 hitting it like a turn down.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it'd count at a whip contest, so I'm not really like that interested.
It should
in
double points.
Yeah, you don't really
if it worked, then I for sure I might try. If they have that purse on the line again, I might try it.
Yeah, right. So
next one should be more.
That's kind of, a good question to sort of go off of is like, if this thing is to continue and the purses get bigger, like how, are you more motivated than you were for the last one? Are you kind of chilling now? Like what's your mindset after that one?
Performance wise, I think I'd take it at the same approach, but as far as like the media and advertising for it, I think all of us would go significantly harder. Like, I thought it would be cool to have the idea of like how I think Axions did it. I forget, some place did it, but you had like your own introduction, like literally like how we had opening ceremonies, but like at Supercross where you have like this video of like you growing up or whatever you want to look
song.
Like. Yeah, have a song to come out to. That stuff would all be a show factor. Get some fucking fireworks in there. But like as far as like Instagram, like it's UFC. That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah,
because they have that following program like the
Embedded.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Where you like see.
We watch that nonstop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like
Motospy.
I'm a UFC nerd. Like,
I don't blame you. It's some good shit.
Yeah. So like I didn't, really ever want to even say this, but my whole like marketing idea with even like this was sort of to do it like UFC. Like, I wanted to do like spotlight pieces on everybody,
which we did a couple.
We did.
I saw you on like.
I think we just. I think it was a time thing. We kind of ran out of time.
Well, it was just a deal where
it snuck up. Yeah.
I thought that I could get a lot more done in the time that I had, but to get them done at the quality that I wanted them done, it took a lot more time and a lot more bodies and a lot more guys to do it. So, granted, if we do keep them going, like, my idea with it is, we're gonna have some meetings next week and kind of figure out what the future holds for it, but. My idea is to jump right back in and get in with guys like you and Jared and Brock and, Patrick and Wanky and start doing interviews and start doing, kind of just stay involved. Just stay like, again, the UFC never misses a beat. Like
everything's sold out every time.
Exactly. Like they're catching up with.
There's a reason.
Right. They're catching up with people that don't even have a fight scheduled.
Exactly. I was just going to say that too. Yeah. Even if they're not on the card, they still have them sometimes even come to the press conferences, or they just keep up on training videos, just anything.
Right. Just to keep it relevant. Keep you
No one
interested.
disappears really.
Yeah. And then, I mean, if we did that stuff too, like the intro videos, whatever, like we should be able to like pick our song and make like our own little video too, like whatever we prepare ourselves as.
For
like,
sure.
The racer kids do the racer stuff intros, like the freestyle guys do the freestyle intros, and the guys that just fuck off like me just fuck off and 100%. Put in the video.
And I love that. And that's the thing is, ideally that's what all these riders, that's what we have, have them do. I do think that it is a little bit harder to get the riders to do stuff prior to the event when they don't know what the event's going to be. like what we were dealing with last, like, you know, going into this previous event, like we were all like, hey, you guys got to post, but you guys really have no idea like what this thing's going to end up being, or like,
And we knew it was a whip contest, right?
right.
So realistically, we have one job at that point, and one that realistically I don't think any of us did too well with, but grabbing the attention. Whatever video, like we all have our own unique following, and that's because people like what we do. So make a video of whatever we do and have it blend into leading into like hitting a ramp, then it goes black, and then it's like the contest and then the money falling or something, just because it's such a big purse. Like I know it's bigger than X Games, and like I would never talk shit on any of that.
Yep.
But that says something. Like
For sure.
these guys are really trying to make an impact in the community, and they're doing a hell of a job. Like it's not their place at all, but they love the sport. They want to see it grow, and they're doing everything in their power to do that. And all of us can be nothing but grateful.
Right.
Because I mean, shit, I wouldn't have my bike right now if I didn't get second at that.
Right.
So it's allowing me to, at the bare minimum, invest in myself, and I can think that to them. And then you obviously have more events coming up, and you're prepared. You go into it well. Like if you do it right, you would be able to make a living off of the WTP deal alone.
Yeah.
Because I think they were talking about like maybe doing like how the skaters go like east west, and like do rounds and make it maybe even a series, maybe a
I would love
championship at the end with a bonus. Who knows? Like
take home a truck.
Right. Yeah. That's kind of the goal behind it.
Like it's limitless.
Right.
And I mean, there was only a couple guys missing from the event last year, like Axel, Bierman. Like there's only a handful of guys that are missing out of that.
Right.
But it gave a lot of like guys that have never had a shot like myself something to ground ourselves in. Like I'm here. Like I want to play the game.
Right.
So.
Well, and you know, even for, you know, associations like X Games, like they, you know, we're obviously nowhere to the, you know, level that they are or anything. An opportunity to look at some of the upcoming kids, and that might be a different, you know, and that might be a different deal. Again, I don't want to talk shit on any of it either, but sometimes X Games is a little like.
Sometimes it is
political.
All the same people.
Yeah.
I mean, I know like a little bit about X Games. I know the standpoint of like they don't want a guy that's just there for whip. Like they want a guy that can either do whip and freestyle or whip and quarter pipe or
double event.
Yeah. Just because it makes more sense for them. And I mean, well, none of us really have access to a quarter pipe.
Right.
Are you interested?
I would love to.
Yeah.
Like I would love to go out and ride Jared's or someone's, but it's definitely be a nice feather to have under my hat.
Right. Is that something that you could see yourself getting into?
Yeah, 100%. Because, I mean, I don't mind being, like, way the hell up in the air.
Well, I feel like it's all about bike control, and you have really good bike control.
Yeah, I think that would help, too, just because I'm pretty flowy. Like, I never force the bike to do anything ever.
Right.
Because that's when I, like, get stuck.
And yeah, you're very, like, one with the bike.
Yeah, because I like to lead, whether it's a whip, wheelie, whatever it is. I like my body to lead and the bike to follow me. And I don't like to manhandle it. Like I'd rather just flick it and then momentum does its thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear that.
It's way easier, huh? Just keep it consistent. Come on.
I actually have I want to on the event thing. I think it was after the heat, before the semi. Everyone was being called up. Everyone was there. You weren't. You were like 10 minutes late. Did you just lose track of time, or I thought you had a bike problem or something?
I didn't know what was going on.
Okay. Yeah, because I kept radioing Craig, and I'm like, dude, like call Gordon up here. They're going next. And everyone was up there staging, and you weren't there yet. And I'm like, and then you rolled up and you rode around the backside, and I'm like, you have a bike problem?
No, I don't like to get in my head. I focus on not being at the event as much as possible.
Right.
So, like, I was just sitting over there listening to music, had my headphones in, just watching
in
everyone.
Your zone.
Just literally just watching everyone, like, just a fly on the wall. And
Makes sense.
My mechanic didn't know I was up that early either. So then
I was running back to find you, and I met him halfway.
Yeah, I'm like, go get him.
just talking to my dad and stuff, and then he starts sprinting back. You need to go now. I was like, fuck, okay. Let's go.
Gordon Keck is disqualified. I'm just.
So you ended up taking home 10K that night.
Yeah.
And we touched on it a little bit, but long story short, you ended up going and buying a new bike with it.
Yeah. I bought a new 450s day before yesterday.
Nice. So what is the plan with the new bike? Like, what's the plan with your upcoming program? Like, what's the idea?
So I bought a 250 like a month before that, but 250 is gonna get turned into a track bike. I have a couple of video ideas that I have planned with that, so I hope the Cerakote stuff done on time.
With the 250?
Yeah, because we have like a video that we're filming for like Halloween with like Marshmallow's main filmer. And
Oh, wow.
Is
okay.
Mikey doing that bike?
No, he's not.
Oh,
I didn't have him do it. I have my mechanic that came to the event actually doing the 450.
Okay.
But the 250 is just looks, not no performance, nothing, like no sweet shit. Like, but 450 is gonna be baller ass bikes that just look sweet, and it's a ramp bike, so it stays nice all the time.
Right.
Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't take any beating.
Yeah.
Right. The tires get
maybe a
chewed
bent
up.
rim here and there.
Yeah, but that's like the extent of it. Like, you're not gonna just mangle the thing.
No, it looks
Right.
brand
So
new.
you can put some money into that, and then it'll stay nice.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that with that bike, and then have the 250 for a track bike. Be able to hit tracks, do like the old school Instagram shit that I used to do that
Yeah.
I don't anymore. And then at the same time, I'm like, if I see some sweet transfer to track,
Gonna keep the 450 that you have now, or are you gonna sell that?
I'm gonna sell that one.
Gotcha.
'Cause-
So you're just gonna have the 450 and the 250.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a point in having two bikes, especially because they're different generations.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be a hell of a lot to adapt to
Yeah.
at a
Yeah.
different time.
100%.
Yeah, because your new one's the 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a totally different bike.
Exactly. And like the 250 is also a 22, so the only thing I gotta adjust to on that is like power and stiff suspension, which is, take 20 minutes, like you'll feel it. But
right.
the only challenge we have with the 22 is making the thing a little wider, because it's so
it
narrow.
is so narrow.
And like with whips, like I know all of us, we got legs swinging around trying to grab under fenders, like whatever it may be, just to hold ourselves on. And with that thing, it's like, it's not even like straight up and down, like it's inverted.
No
So
shit.
We're trying to figure out how we're gonna widen it up so that I can, grab on a thing and pull myself back up.
Might have to
shit.
throw a little extra seat foam on the side.
A little extra seat foam, bump out the plastics a little bit, put some, graphic guards on the corners.
Graphic
Yeah.
cards.
Get
You might just have to
carbon
put
fiber.
foam on the actual plastic.
You
just
might
make
have
that bitch
to.
stick
Just
out.
Coat the thing with
Make her look like a fat chick.
tape, yeah. Hey. Not a bad deal.
Dylan knows
not
all
terrible.
about the fat chick life.
Man,
I'm just kidding.
don't even get me started,
I've
man. It's
never-
only Monday.
I've never seen
Shade in
Dylan
the
with
summer,
a fat
warmth
chick
in
ever.
the winter.
Exactly.
It's a good way to look at it.
No place like home.
So you said a little bit that you're kind of going to get back to like the old Instagram stuff that you used to do. Do you have any races, like any cool events that you plan on doing, anything like that, or not into
Day in the dirt, maybe?
not into anything like that?
I'd do Day in the Dirt for sure.
Yeah.
But if Straight Rhythm ever comes back around, that'd be a sweet thing to do. But I don't really have any interest in racing just because it's so expensive to get into, and you don't make shit.
You don't get anything out of
No.
it, essentially.
Like, unless you're like a top 5 in the main event, like really isn't a reason to be there. That's why I stopped racing in the first place, because I knew I wasn't that guy.
Right.
So
Did you ever do Supercross or anything like that? Where you?
I did a futures,
Gotcha.
but I never did any Supercross. Like the last year, I raced Loretta's. We had A, B All Stars, like split the A and the B class, and I went like 3, 22 in a mud moto, crashed 17 times, and then 4. So like,
Crashed 17 times.
oh, I'm serious.
Exactly 17.
Dude, that thing is
I hate
scarred
that.
in my head
Give or
because
take.
I would have won the title if I would have podiumed that moto.
No way.
Like if you like broke down after the fact,
Yeah.
yeah. And that was like, I sucked up until that point. And I was like, we're going for
That was
broke,
my
boys.
shot.
Yeah, that was it. This was my time, and I blew it. I just rode it in the graveyard and called it a day. But
Yeah, that's all
but,
good.
yeah, racing isn't really something like I could ever take seriously. I think it's great for the people to do. It's really fun to watch. I love watching Supercross, but I would never do it.
Yeah.
Like, even just the futures, like the futures is mellowed out. And just the rest in between the rhythms fucked me up.
For
I
sure.
cross-ride and went.
It's gnarly.
Yeah, I cross-ride and landed in the bleachers. And everyone got to watch it.
Yeah.
On a West Coast hard pack track.
Anaheim, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You go to freaking St. Louis or Indianapolis, and you're never not in a rut.
Yeah.
That's fucking intense.
I'd be rolling everything.
Yeah.
The 50s that do it in between the show would be running faster lap times.
It is crazy how gnarly that shit is, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's
Because
funny
it doesn't
because
look
like
that bad.
even, you know, those guys will look at like ramp whip guys and be like, I don't fuck that.
That's
like,
me.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of a ramp. I don't want to hit one.
They scare the shit out of me to start with.
Yeah.
Especially Brock's, because his landing is just vertical.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the only thing, like, I hated learning ramps just because you can't jump halfway and figure it out.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
It's like
either
full
There's no
commitment.
test run.
Yeah, no. There isn't a test run. And I hate that.
Yeah. Full commitment from the start.
Yeah, I'm not good at that. Look
Yeah,
at my
I'm-
relationships. I'm not that good at that.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck do you think I'm single?
I'm not I'm not
Commitment
single.
issues.
Yeah, I'm not single.
Not
but
single right now.
The reason I'm not fast is mostly because of that.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
But
So what we'll change it up a little bit. What are the plans with the pit bike shit? Are you still doing any of the pit bike stuff? There is a race at Palmer's next weekend, which I know I'm going to.
yeah, I really want to go to that, but I might be time crunched on this bike build to get that video done. So I'm up in the air if I get to go or not.
Gotcha. Okay.
Besides that, my 110 sucks, dude. The thing's a Cowie. It's bone stock. Suspension bottoms out when you sit on it. Like, it's a turd.
You don't have a Honda?
Should have had
No,
a ride red,
It looks
dude.
like a Honda.
Oh,
I put black or red plastics on it.
that
It looks
must
like
be
a
why.
Honda.
Yeah, that must be why I thought you had a
The
Honda.
thing's carbureted. It caught a fat bog off the lip a
poor-
couple days ago.
It's a poor man's Honda.
Yeah, exactly.
just-
That is crazy because if I'm not mistaken, you're the world record long jumper on a 110. Right?
Yes.
Was that Pismo shit,
Pismo back-to-back
Yeah.
years.
Back to
Yeah.
back.
I mean,
Look it up
Saw
on
a
the
few
gram.
chicks almost go just as far on accident.
yeah, dude.
Anyways,
That's why they come though. This is what I like to see. But
A little bit of entertainment.
it's the only reason
extra.
you bring them.
yeah, well, I took Cole's 110 for that one, and the thing's so iced out. Like I probably couldn't have gone any further on my big bike.
And you did it in like full boots and everything, which is gnarly on a pit bike.
Well, yeah, because it's to flat, and I'd
Yeah.
break an ankle.
You don't want to Shane Davis it and just tennis shoes.
Yeah, he shinned the fuck out of himself on that thing, and he was going big. Like I didn't expect him to go that big, and then he
Yeah,
tries
he
to
will.
flip.
Then he
it
tried to
after.
flip it and fucking nosedived.
Yeah, he was, because we thought this was like, oh, this is a sweet double. This is a sweet double. It's a sweet double. But when he flips, he like doesn't go up in the air. He just goes and just went right into the landing. Just ice picked it over the bars, rev limiter on the ground, sucking up sand in the bike.
Are you sick of going to your local motorsports store and getting ripped off? Our guys over at mxboot.com got you covered. They hooked us up with a promo code to get you guys set up with some freshies. Use code INSIDERS at checkout for 10% off your next purchase of a new or used pair of boots. Their one-of-a-kind boot trade-in program allows you to get the most boot for your buck. Trade in any brand towards a new or used pair of boots in their inventory. Just send a few pictures of your boots to them on Instagram or Facebook, mxboot.com, to get an instant trade-in value. And check this out. A full line of Alpine Stars are available featuring the Tech 10s, Tech 7s, and Youth Tech 7s in tons of colors and sizes. Make sure to follow mxboot.com on Instagram and Facebook to stay up to date with the latest news like limited edition drops, used inventory, and featured deals. Definitely hit up mxboot.com. We use them for all of our needs. So hit up mxboot.com for all your needs. That was fucking hard.
This is actually fun. So since we're on the subject of doing fun, stupid shit like that at Pismo and all that, I will say there was some concerns raised with us leading up to the event that you were doing some fucking milk crate challenges out in
Yeah.
Glamis, and we're thinking Gordon might not make it to the fucking event
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Did
So-
you break a rib at all or anything? I think I saw a video of you
I
eating
got out
shit.
clean. I ate the most shit I've
Yeah.
ever eaten.
That's cool,
Well, I made it up the first time so easy, and everyone's weeding, so I was like, you guys suck. And then the ego starts to come up, right?
You guys
Drink
have no
a couple
talent.
too many times. Yeah, you have a couple too many drinks, you get too much liquid courage. So then I sprint over it, fine. Then some motherfucker, I have no idea who, sticks a 110 on the top crate.
Yeah.
And Buttery comes over and he's like, dude, there's a 110 up there. Someone should try and start it. And I was a couple drinks in.
A little loosened
Just a
up.
couple.
Yeah, I was ready for whatever. I was feeling all the confidence in the world. I already made it over this thing 4 times, right? There's no difference.
Warm and fuzzy.
Yeah, and I was like, "You got the video? Like, you got the camera out?" And he's
No
like,
shit.
"Duh." So,
Yeah, he's rolling
you
at
know,
all
my
times.
happy ass, I start walking up it, crawl right up onto the thing, kickstart it while it's on the stands. I think we're 7 crates high.
Yeah.
Kickstart
It
on
was-
7
yeah.
crates. Problem is, I start floating the valves on it because it's not mine. I don't care if it blows up.
That's fair.
And once I kickstart it, because the Kickstarter gets stuck in my pant leg. when
Oh,
I'm going back to the
fuck.
peg. So lose balance. I'm going over the bars, so I pull back, and then I just have to bail off if the thing lands on my leg. But I was like, you guys got that. You guys all got that, right? Everyone got that video. And it's so fucking funny because of how retarded it was and how it should have never happened in the first
Right.
place.
You guys have a fucking shit ton of fun at Pismo, don't you?
That is the highlight of all of our years, I'm pretty sure. Besides, like,
Oh, so that
Sealy
one was
Straight
at
Rib.
Pismo? Wasn't
Yeah.
Glamis?
That one's at Pismo, and then we went, I think, a year and a half before that for the first one. But then it was closed for forever, so we missed last year.
Mm.
But no, that place is so fun.
You guys have a lot of fun at Pismo.
Yeah, and we had more fun the first time. Now, you know, lovely fucking eco green people be shutting that place down. I think
Mm.
it's what, maybe 10% of what it used to be.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's tiny. Like we found 4 jumps. We scrolled around there for 4 hours and found 4 jumps.
That
and
sucks.
I think the biggest one was like 35 feet.
No way. Damn, that sucks. So that it used to be a lot bigger then.
It used to be way bigger. It used to be way bigger jumps. Like, you used to actually be able to do whips out there. Like,
No
it
shit.
used to be sweet, but not so much anymore.
So Glamis is
Now you just
still-
get drunk and pit bike.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It
We
makes
get- we
sense.
get drunk and
Because I
long
mean,
distance to one
30
time.
feet on a pit bike's pretty good
Yeah,
to
Yeah.
flat.
Mm-hmm.
pretty
I
impressive.
don't even know what the distance was. Like,
Doesn't
someone-
matter. You hold it.
Oh, that was fourth. Everything.
Exactly.
That was fourth everything. I mean, we built the lip like 3 feet tall, but it's sand, so
It was a little kickered too.
dude, I threw a carpet over it because it was so bad. We were blowing through and just going
Yeah.
Indonesia nosedive through the front door. Like, there's no saving it. So we had to figure something out real quick.
Like, hey, how do we improvise when we're drunk? Oh, yeah, I got a piece of carpet in my trailer.
It wasn't even mine. I found it in the sand floating from the water.
That's meant to be.
Yeah, so it's like
Yeah,
God
it's just
saying,
fate.
like, hey, this is what you should
It
do.
is fate.
So
I could talk
was-
myself into anything. I'll
Yeah,
buy it.
exactly.
I'll buy it.
So, again, we'll change it up a little bit. I think a lot of people probably found out about you either through Axel or Buttery.
Yeah.
How did those relationships come about?
So
When did you start hanging out with them?
Buttery was funny because I was with like an old girlfriend, just like shopping somewhere. I get a DM and it's like Buttery Films. Is like, ain't no fucking way right now. He's like, hey, we're going to Pismo because I guess he knew that I was from up over there, and I was like, bet I'm skipping work. I'm coming out. So that was how that like initially started. Like, he came up, stayed in my RV, like went to breakfast, saw some cat that was like 17 times overweight, and went out to Pismo. And I was still on my 250. So, I mean, the thing was about to blow up. So I was like, we'll just let it go. Like, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
And so we went out there, and then, like, I didn't, like, see him very much after that because I wasn't, like, able to come down south and ride and do all this crap. And then my buddy, like, Gas Productions.
Yeah.
I was staying with him one weekend. We went out to Paula, and I saw a video of Axel doing, like, this double with a tabletop, like, on an old layout. It was, like, a huge triple. And, you know, I'm on 250. Probably shouldn't have tried it, but I tried it and made it. The first time greased it, and I was like, hell yeah. And sure as shit, Buttery was there, and he's like, dude, I'm gonna get this one. So I had to do it one more time. I didn't really want to do it one more time, but I had to do it one more time because he's filming it now.
Right.
And like, I was nothing. This one's like, oh, this guy's sweet. It's like,
Yeah.
I gotta do this,
Yeah.
right? And so go and do it and make it fine. And then he posts it, and then like I started to like get recognized at that point just because
Yeah.
like it broke the ice, I guess. And then from there on, like, lost a chick, so you know I'm down to hang out. Like, so I started coming. I was staying at his house like every weekend, just sleeping on the couch or
Yep.
just anything I could to go riding to get content, because I was like I like your whole deal. Like, I want to be able to do something like that. I'd love to make a living riding dirt bike, because I fucking hate doing construction. Like, I'm sick of it.
100%.
Because I've been doing it since I was 14, so I'm over it, man. Like,
Right.
show me another way.
Yeah.
So, I was
Yeah,
able
you're
to
kind of
start-
the gears start going like, oh fuck, I could do the same thing, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. And so I started to hang out with him a lot, and there's choices that I made that we probably won't talk about on here, but
Yeah, of course.
you know, he's a good guy. He takes care of his friends for sure, and he really opened the doors for me, especially like with the vlogs, like the YouTube thing. Like, YouTube love is no joke.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
walking
crazy.
around, like, YouTube to Instagram, incomparable.
Yeah.
You could have 10% of the YouTube and you get twice the fan love that you get
Yep.
for Instagram.
100%. YouTube's gnarly.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And so I started to get recognized through that, and in effect, like, thanks to all that, I started to get sponsors, and I started to get some paid sponsors, and I was like, all right, like,
Starting to figure
going
this
right.
out
Like,
a little
yeah,
bit.
this can be a real thing. And so spent a hell of a lot of time with him. I was like the guy in the group that would, like, if there's something they thought would be cool, they had me do it,
Yeah.
because odds are I'd pull it off.
Right.
So, like, that's how that went. And then
And you usually did.
yeah,
You were
9
the
out
guinea
of 10
pig.
times. 9 out of 10 times every time, like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
There was only a couple times that it went south, and of course those times aren't on video. You know,
Right.
that's the best part.
Yeah, that's how it goes usually.
Yeah, it pissed me off.
Yeah. If you're
Film-
eating shit, at least make it look cool.
Yeah, you
Right.
film every second of your life. You miss this one? Come on, man.
Fuck.
Right.
But yeah, so like, we became like good friends. Like, it went from just riding together to like being personal friends, and then I mean, eventually, like, they do party a lot, like, more than I'm capable of keeping up with, for
Mhm.
sure. So I got another chick, so like, I started to backtrack. I was like, no, like, I just want to go riding, this, that, and the other. But like, then I wasn't riding at all either, because I was just back to working again.
Right.
So then we kind of, like, everyone thought it was the biggest, like, most dramatic thing than when we split. Because we didn't really split, we just stopped hanging
Posting
out for
all
a
the
little
time.
bit.
Yeah.
Like, that was it. Everyone was like, like, Chase Curtis was like, well, dude, what happened between you and Buttery? And I was like, I mean,
Nothing. Do you
I
know
just-
something?
My
stopped
health was
riding.
really bad, and I just needed a break.
yeah, my liver was starting to fail.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. But I mean, that's all that ever happened with that. Like, he's a cool dude, a good friend. I mean, sweet to be around. But then I got worried at one point, because I was like, if, like, the Instagram stuff's one thing, but like, how far is it gonna take me? Like, I gotta get into X Games. I gotta do something.
Yeah.
And like, we all know, like, Axel's so tied in with X Games, like, you have to, like, at least somewhat get along with him.
100%.
And I was
It'd
like,
be hard to be a somebody in this industry and not be cool with Axel.
yeah. Well, I think, like, I've never had any issues with Axel. Like, every
Mhm.
time I've ran into him, like, we've been cool, like, everything's sweet.
He's
But-
honestly a pretty down to earth dude.
Yeah. But, like, I know that he likes his group of people. Like, he
Mhm.
likes the people that he can count on.
Yep.
And I know that him and Buttery had their falling out. And I was like, well, fuck, dude, I'm going to get caught in the crossfire. So
Right.
that was, like, another reason of why I was, like, okay with just, like, distancing it. Like, I'll see you when I see you type
Yep.
deal. And sure shit, maybe a month and a half later, like, I was DMing Twitch, and he was like, yeah, come out to Fitzpatrick's. So I came out to Fitzpatrick's, and sure shit, Axel shows up. And I hadn't, like, had a formal interaction with him up until this point.
Yep.
But then we just sat there bullshitting for, like, an hour and a half, like, got the Instagram follow, so, like, got our numbers, like, we were cool. And then I really haven't, like, seen him much since then, because, like, for the longest time it seemed like he was only riding, like, at his place. Like,
Yeah.
obviously now he's back at the tracks and stuff, so
Yep.
I'm sure I'll run into him now, and I'm hoping we can make some funny shit, because him and I are, like, the only two guys that do, like, the wheelie nose wheelie
For sure.
stuff, and, like,
Yep.
he obviously made that a thing,
Yeah.
like, a relevant
He
thing in
kind of
the
influenced
media.
everybody to do
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And I hate that we get compared all the time, but I mean, I
Also,
get it.
not the worst comparison
Yeah, I know.
because
But I
there's
just
not
feel
very
like
many people that
I
can
just
do
feel
that.
like I'm chasing coattails when people say that, though. But like,
Yeah, and I can understand that, but at the same time, like there's not many people that can do that type of stuff.
yeah,
And
that's
again, I
true.
kind of see it as like, look, like I'm sure we all would like to be able to do that. If I could fucking pull my bike out of the back of my truck, just hop on, fucking hop up, stand on the seat, do a wheelie, go into a nose wheelie, I would fucking do that shit all the time, and I'd damn sure be posting a clip of it
Yeah.
on Insta after.
You only do those on accident.
Yeah, if you catch
Yeah.
me doing that
Catch
and
me
it's
going
on
OTB.
video,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a fucking great clip because I'm not trying to do that. So again, I kind of think that that's like one of those things that like if people are hating on that and people are like, oh, he's just trying to be Axel. Okay, well, if you could fucking do that, you'd be posting a
Yeah,
clip of it too.
That's true.
So, and again, not the worst comparison. Like, yeah, Axel did kind of start it, but like that doesn't mean that
But at the
he
same
has
time,
the
he
patent
didn't.
on it.
You
Like,
know what I mean?
Right.
Like
and,
people were doing that well before that.
Well-
Cole used to do that in fucking opening ceremonies. I think.
Yeah,
And
those
honestly, like,
nosebleeds.
Or
Maddo used
Wyndham
to do
used
that,
to do that
shit
shit.
years
Yeah.
ago. Like,
yeah.
what are you waving for, Bull Boy? The Maddo?
Oh,
yeah.
he's just pumped. But hey, remember like the airplane thing we watched with Matto like 10 years
Yeah.
ago?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Same shit.
I mean, Rob was literally doing that shit like 10 years
Yeah.
ago.
No, it
and
has nothing to do with Axel.
It's just he's the one that's super relevant doing it right
he
now.
got the hype on it. Like, he was the first one to like do only that for an Instagram clip and it
Yeah.
go off. You know what I mean? And he
100%.
sort of found that as his niche.
Yeah, and I mean, he's done like there's stuff that like I've been able to pull off, and then there's some stuff I've seen him able to pull off, and there's a couple of things he's done that I don't really even want to try as far as
Yeah.
wheelie stuff.
Nose wheelie front flip.
I would rather do that than the wheelie backflip.
Yeah, that wasn't.
I'd rather
Yeah.
do a nose wheelie front flip than backflip a 75 too.
100%.
Because I mean, at least it's just momentum. That's more my thing. Like, I don't know.
It's everything you got.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like his like he did a can like to on the seat wheelie off like a ramp,
I know.
and I was like, you got me fucked.
The
up.
combos that he does are like,
Yeah. And a lot of that is definitely his, touch.
Yeah,
But-
it's so
but again,
sick,
I
though.
don't think that there's anything wrong with like other people doing that style too.
No,
you know what I
I
mean?
know. It's just like, I mean, Buttery has his diehard fans too. Like, you fuck with Buttery, like we hate you.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Axel's
I've played
got
with
the
that
same
a little
deal.
bit for
Yeah,
fun.
Ritter's had some.
Yeah.
Ritter
And-
almost
and-
he got death threats.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
I
I'm
wasn't
totally
surprised.
cool with
They're
Connor.
gnarly.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I more so did it just to kind of like play
See
with
what
fire a little
happens.
bit. Yeah, and see
Yeah,
what
that's
happens.
funny.
Catanzaro did that deal.
Oh my god! But
Oh my
that-
god, did he get screwed?
that was like actually like Catanzaro actually
Was
like
mad?
talk shit on him and whatnot. Yeah, like
Yeah, I don't think he meant it to come across like that.
No.
but like, oh,
he got it way harder than no. The Buttery fans are freaking gnarly. Like
They're
they
do or
were.
die.
Yeah, they were. I just joked around with him, and again, like I'm cool with Connor. Like I
Yeah.
talked to him after and we laughed about it. But I mean, there were people literally sending me death threats, like
yeah.
you fucking Connor fucking hater. We're gonna fucking blow your house up and shit. Like
You call him by his first name, you're not a true fan.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
But-
well, with
but that's
those
cool at the
people,
same
like
time.
that's very possible.
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck
he has
yeah,
a unique
those are the type
fan
people
base.
that,
They're
like-
all the party guys.
Those are the type people that like they see you out at a race. Like I would never have any idea who they are, but they might recognize me
Oh,
and
absolutely.
just because of that one time. Oh, I've seen people get literally dragged out of Razzles bloody.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Oh,
It's a good time.
shit.
Have you ever been to Razzles?
No, I never even been to Florida.
So you want to go to
man.
Daytona this next year?
I would love to.
Let's go.
Dude, Razzles is a good time.
It's the one race I have to catch every year,
Yeah,
and I don't want to race when I go
I don't
because I want to enjoy it.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
Daytona Bike Week, like it. That's
Oh
a,
yeah, dude, you see some busted ass people.
yeah, that's a good time. That's like Sturgis Jr.
Yeah.
That sounds so hectic.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say names, but I watched a female friend of mine get body slammed by a biker, dude. Let's just say he didn't make it out of Daytona. I honestly
I'm
think
not
he died.
surprised. Yeah, you don't play that.
No, he got jumped by like 6 bigger bikers. It was rough.
Who? Do you want to say who the chick was?
I
or
don't.
No?
I don't really want to bring it up,
No. Okay.
especially when I tell you after. You'd be like, yeah, nah, it just doesn't make sense.
True.
Okay.
Shout out to Bull Boy coming in today early, and the homie Seth over there taking Hesh Boy's spot. Hesh Boy had to go to school today, couldn't get off.
Damn kid, man, he needs to just homeschool.
Yeah, so shout out to Seth.
But we like having Seth here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, Seth is way more motivated than Hesh Boy.
Yeah, Hashboy needs to fucking step it up.
Yeah, no disrespect to Hesh, we love you, but You got to step it up a little bit. Bull Boy's been taking his shine quite a bit lately.
Right, Hash Boy's getting caught up in the female stuff.
Yeah, young Hesh has.
I should have never made those comments I made before.
Really?
We never thought it would actually happen, but he has.
I give
a
him
chick.
shit about not pulling chicks, and then now he's in love with the chick.
Now you're never gonna see
Now
him
our
again.
camera guy's gone. I fucked
Yeah.
up.
He tells us that she's not quite his girlfriend yet, but I remember doing that when I was 17, and I was like, bro, you're with her every day. She's your girlfriend.
The way he
You're
is, he should just lock it
engaged.
down because
Yeah.
she's freaking. She drives him everywhere.
And like for Hesh, she's like a pretty rad chick. Like she literally does drive him. I mean, she was driving him to
She'll drive him to
like
Sacramento if he
our
wants.
shoots and whatnot. And she'll stand there and like hang out until he's done, and she drives him home. She's probably buying him dinner on
Dude,
the
she's
way
like
home.
17 years old, and he said that like everywhere they go, she offers to pay for stuff. I said, if she's 17 offering to pay, lock her down, dude. That's
yeah,
a good
buy
chick.
her a ring.
And he doesn't make her
now.
pay. He just she
Yeah.
offers. That goes a long way.
No, don't mess this one up, buddy. Don't.
Take it from experience. We've
Yeah.
all fucked up.
But
plenty
make
of
sure
times.
she
Plenty of
still drives you
times.
here for your job.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need you, dude.
But the fact that you're not here today, major bad points.
Imagine if you got homeschooled. Not only could you be here, but you could also spend a little extra time with her. You know what I mean?
It's a win-win. You should do
It's a
it.
win-win.
You didn't get homeschooled, did you?
Oh, I was
did.
homeschooled through. I only went to high school senior year.
Really?
Oh damn! You went
No
back for a
shit.
little one more hurrah.
Yeah.
No, I got a girlfriend like a month into that. I blew the whole deal up. I just did it because I was so antisocial because I was homeschooled for so long. Like I didn't want to talk to anyone, didn't know how to talk to anyone. So I had to get over that because like sure as fuck wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
Yeah, 100%.
I'd be sitting in the corner just like licking the wall or something. Like you know what's
Yeah.
going on.
Were you
Yeah.
a little fat kid too?
I was a fat kid.
You were a
yeah,
fat kid, okay.
100%. Like when I was like up until like 13, 14. Like if I showed you my two driver's license pictures from 16 to 18, you would flip the fuck out.
There's a reason you got a new driver's license picture.
100,000%.
Mine's still
It was
16.
so bad.
In case any little baddie cops pull you over, you don't even want to show them the old
Ooh.
one.
No, I deleted that. Control delete, threw it in the burner. It's gone.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Clear.
It's a past life.
Yeah, I'm not going back to that anytime soon. Screw that. But I probably will be a fat kid gang 'cause I like bazookies and all that shit way too much. But
It's a good thing with dirt
On
bikes
the-
though. It keeps the weight down.
On the
when you're racing, yeah, when you hit a ramp for 10 minutes
This
a day,
is true. This is true.
You know, Yes.
pre-event interview when we talked about food, you did light up.
That was the only
Yeah,
time he
that's
smiled
my
or
point.
acknowledged anything.
because we were talking about brownie Sundays, and I'm dead ass serious when I say I probably need to go up a couple spring rates after, and I probably did need to go up a couple spring rates. Cause
Did you make it to the concession stand at all or no?
Oh yeah.
Did you?
I didn't. I was so
Nice.
pissed.
I know. I was pretty bummed that I didn't get to it all.
I just ate some leftover French fries from Billy
Who's Billy?
McFadden.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he hooked you up on some
He's like,
fries?
"Hey, you want some fries?" I'm like, "All right, fuck it." I barely ate all day. You know how I am with my food.
Dude, I didn't eat. You want?
You ate nothing. You
wanna
were a
know
stress
something
case.
Really fucking gross from that day. Is
Depends what it is.
I was there all day. I think I was there at like 9 or 10 a.m. and I was there
Same.
till 11:30 p.m. I didn't eat, take a drink of water, or piss the entire time that entire day.
Damn.
That whole time I didn't eat, drink, or piss.
How'd you
One
not
time.
It was really hard for me to get there at 9 a.m. too, but I did it.
It was hard for me to
No,
get
I'm
there
just
at
kidding.
4.
I rolled in at 1.
I was gonna say you weren't.
I was
there
on the
at
Merriam
9.
program. Rolled in at
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, all went good. Like I said, I think that we are gonna try to continue them just in a different way,
Yeah.
because the like post event press and media and whatnot. Like, I mean, it was pretty crazy. Like,
The post event was incredible.
yeah,
Ridiculous.
like
If we
everybody.
would've had that lead. Well, obviously, maybe not have it on the biggest heavyweight fight night. Also,
Yeah, that's true, huh? Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder fought that night. Not,
Yeah. And
I know.
Fury just handled.
Cole's little brother stayed home because he
Chance?
was watching that. Yeah, Chance.
Fuck. See, honestly, that's
If only he was working for a gear company, he would have had to be there.
we
I know.
talked to we talked to Scott and Dino after, and that's like one of the main things that we are going to pay attention to for the
Yeah.
ongoing events is just making sure that there's nothing else going on.
We also had Bake's
the
wedding.
day of. Yeah, like
Yeah.
we missed
So
the-
all DBK was in Arizona.
missed the
Exactly,
entire
yeah.
DBK crew. There was also there was a golf fundraiser for
Oh, Brett Downey?
safety
yeah,
people.
Brett Downey
Brett Downey.
Foundation.
I was
Idiot.
surprised we
Sometimes
didn't
I
know
can't-
about that because Scott and them work with Brett Downey Foundation a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So
that was a bummer.
crazy that we missed that. And then there was also a couple like big local races that
Oh, really?
obviously just, people are
Yeah.
going to go race. And dude, somehow there was still people that said that they had no idea that the event even happened.
That's a little surprising
There's
there.
no way, because every single rider posted that thing like 5 times.
And
Yeah.
and story blasted the hell out of it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Racer X covered it, and
Uh-huh.
I find that really hard to believe that people had no idea.
I don't
But-
think it was that at all. I just think everyone had prior obligations.
Yeah, I do too.
Well, and I think there was. I feel like there was a good amount of people that probably like leading up to it saw it, but just didn't really think it was going to become anything or run as
There's
good looking as it did.
Mm.
But I feel like now if we were to throw another one, there's going to be a lot of people that were like, you know what, I didn't go last time, but I should have. I'm going to go this time.
Yeah,
Because
and
first time events are always risky. Even Monster Cup, dude, Feld
Yeah.
Monster Cup, first time it ever ran, it really wasn't that gnarly.
No.
and the competition wasn't that good either. But at least this competition had a lot of the best dudes,
right.
but still didn't have them all. So hopefully future ones do.
Yeah.
I mean, or don't.
There's
Either
only
way.
missing a couple. I mean, it's cool if they don't. Like, I'll just take the money. Like, I'm okay
That's what I'm
with
saying.
that. Like, I'll be able to sleep at night, but
Yeah, right.
You know, it'd
Well,
be
and
cool
essentially
if
Guys, you
that's
should
all the
stay
best
home.
guys too. Yeah.
And like essentially that's kind of making like you into a big dog. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
again, you can't deny that like you're now I think your whips are probably in the same conversation as Behrman, Axel, and that's
Yeah.
probably crazy. I don't know
I mean,
if you
for
already
being, like,
thought that
the
or
kid, I mean, it's nothing that I don't expect any less out of myself.
yeah, which is
But-
good.
Yeah, but like it's still cool. Just like know that like this is where the top is right now,
Mhm.
and you're nipping at the heels of it.
In my opinion, you're in that category of top 5 fucking dudes that are like
And the
some of the best in the world at throwing whips.
and even like Saturday night, like the thing that I was actually mad at myself after that night because I didn't hang it out. Like I was just like doing whips. Like I know for a fact I had more in me, and so I was like, especially like when Jared was like 0.02 up, and I was like, can I just go hit one more, please? Like,
Right.
Can I just send one last one?
That is
So-
crazy. And I remember watching I think I just watched Jared's YouTube video or something, and it had like you talking to Jared after,
Yeah.
and he asked you like how old you were and whatnot, and just from him to kind of be like, dude, you're 22, like you have a long ways to go. Like the fact that you're at that level right now at 22, like again, I would find it really hard to believe that you don't get a call from X Games or
that's
something
the
like
goal.
that in the next couple years, or WTP ends up being the premier
Yeah.
event ideally if everything was to go well.
I mean, WTP definitely has the potential, at least in like the whip aspect. Like, obviously, like the more money you throw at it, the bigger the prize purse, the more guys are gonna try and get into it. The harder guys are gonna go, and it's nice to have the variety. Like Murdoch, never heard of him before.
Same.
Dude threw down.
Yeah, he's sick, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's like Jared 2.0 is the only other guy on a 2-stroke, right?
I know,
And his
he's
turndowns are sick.
dude. That kid is
Yeah, I've
so
never seen
rad.
someone get so back. Like I said to everybody, even Wanky, like so backwards, but front wheel down.
Yeah.
like he
Yeah.
throws it, but he's fucking nose down,
He
but
literally
backwards.
does like a scrub, yeah.
Yeah,
And just floats it.
it's trip.
And he's so sick because he is totally just a racer kid.
Yeah.
Like he still races in the woods, like pretty seriously. Still will go do moto races. And he literally is just like, I just hit ramps like when I
Yeah.
get the opportunity
Just
to.
for funsies.
Right. And he's able to just totally go backwards. So
Yeah. It was
Um,
sick. Like that fireworks video he had from whatever one he did
JBR
with
Best Whip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the one
like
that we
the
watched. I think when we
sickest
invited him.
video
Yeah.
I've ever seen.
Like fully backwards. Like we watch
Fully
that and we're
backwards.
like,
And then
yo,
you see the little
Fireworks in the
spray from the
background.
2-stroke pipe.
yeah. We watch that and we're like, this kid
he should come out.
could fucking like he could win this and nobody have any idea who he is.
Yeah.
Like how sick is that?
Straight
That I wanted one East Coast kid so bad. Like that was like I I told Brock so many times, I'm like, please just let me get one East Coast kid into this thing, because
Pulled it off.
me being from the East Coast, like I know a lot of kids out there that like they can throw down pretty heavily, but they would never get the opportunity. You know what I mean? Like nobody knows who they are.
Dude, I want to get Cody Shock into one of these one day.
Yeah.
I didn't know that we maybe had the opportunity to get him in that one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was talking to him.
I said it to Ritter, and then we didn't really think it was going to be possible, and he pretty much said he would have done it.
Yeah. Him and I rode together at State Fair a few days ago, and he actually said to me, he's like, hey, like, I'm down to do those if you have more of them. I was like, all right, dude.
Yeah.
Like, already converting one race kid.
Yeah, he's all right. He drove us around. He's the bus guide. So.
Yeah. You guys have some pretty classic pictures of you guys in the NASCAR jackets and shit. I'm a big
Dude,
fan of that.
We had like 6 of us, and for whatever reason, we have 6 NASCAR jackets.
Wow.
And then we have like the full like Narc Optics like cop sunglasses. And,
So
like,
good.
Beer hats, Chevrolet hats, like just
redneck as fuck.
beyond. Like
Love it.
yeah.
You guys all went to the bar like that too, huh?
Oh yeah. We walked in slow motion videos past the bouncer like that.
What were the reactions? Like, what were the looks after that?
Everyone thought it was the coolest thing ever, and they were probably just laughing at us, but we
Yeah.
thought we were cool. So it
Not
didn't
for
matter.
fuck 'em.
Honestly, if I was standing in a bar and just looked over and seen 6 kids walk in like that, I'm for sure gonna go talk to them.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
I'm
the
gonna-
squad for me, though. One dude walks in like that, you're probably going to be like, this kid looks like a fucking
This
idiot.
guy's
Yeah.
a hand job. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, like why is this kid trying so hard? But 6 of them walk in like that, you're like, all right, I want to hang out with these guys.
Yeah, because we just didn't give a shit about anyone else.
Yeah.
But that was so funny because that was honestly the first weekend I've ever met the guy. Because
No
Tommy
shit.
Harris, like my mechanic,
Yeah.
he knew Cody pretty well, and he's like, "You guys are like so much alike. Like, why haven't you ever hung out?" I was like, "I don't know, I never met him." So then we both ended up going to Arizona with him, and so that's how we met. And then now we bullshit and talk shit and shoot each other with BB guns now.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sticker
he's
slapped the back of his van.
so rad, man. He's like one of the most like genuinely cool kids I've
Yeah,
ever met.
Cougar Bait's pretty cool.
Yeah, Cougar Bait. Yeah.
He's working
Yeah.
that one too.
Was he?
Oh,
Oh, dude, the
yeah.
bungalow was the perfect place for it. Did he
It
pull any
was.
cougar tail last weekend?
He was working on it.
was
I don't
working on
know.
it.
I don't know how far it got to go. Cause
A lot of them show up early, though. You don't get there before 9, they're already gone.
We were there.
Miriam knows the program. He's got
Oh,
it
dude.
dialed.
I literally went there, and we went there like 5 o'clock, I think, or something. And this broad literally comes and sits at the fire pit right next to us by herself. And this other dude walks up, probably like young, late 20s, sits down on the fire pit, but doesn't even talk to her, looking at his phone, and then like tries to make it seem like he's all chilling. Starts, talking her up a little bit. Oh, yeah, I'm waiting on someone. He wasn't waiting on fucking anybody. That was part of his game. It reminded me of Ashton Kutcher in the movie Spread. And they straight up 20 minutes got up, left. I'm like, yeah, I should have been that guy.
I'm surprised you haven't.
I was with Devin and Paige, and it was way too early to call that night. And we ended up having a whole different program, and it was pretty funny, too.
I just had this conversation with somebody just recently.
About me?
Yeah.
Oh,
that
shit.
We're surprised that you haven't just like on one of your slow nights went to like a bar and just like sat by yourself and just like hunted down a nice
I don't
cougar.
poach by myself, dude. No way.
Yeah, but to hunt down a nice cougar, you sometimes have to poach by yourself.
No. I don't like
Okay,
that.
with all due respect,
I'm going to be honest. You're sitting at a bar by yourself, you look like a fucking loser.
I don't.
Typically,
I don't
Or
know.
you're just really comfortable being by yourself, which is
don't-
also cool. I had to say me.
Yeah, and I don't. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't completely agree with that.
You're better off if you have chick friends there with you, so
Yeah.
then they wingman
Yeah.
you, and then everything's way too easy. Though.
But-
Yes, but at the same time, if they work it too hard for you, then it looks like you don't have the balls to do it yourself.
Yeah.
Like I've been in that boat too. There's a fine line.
No, but I mean, yeah. You
I mean,
definitely have to
sometimes they
play
deliver it right in your
right.
lap, and that's cool too.
Yeah, that's the only experience I had with that. But
Yeah, I've had it go the opposite way.
Where
But
they-
when you're leaving
they
the
start
bar
running.
and you want a chick to come with, you bet your ass that if there's a chick in your group, she can bring that girl home with you.
Yeah,
So, and that's cool because then you don't look like the rapey dude trying to take her home.
yeah. Don't be that guy.
Nah, I'll just be like, hey, I'm parked out front. Let's just go hang out for a little bit.
Yeah, that's not rapey at all.
Not at all. It's better than saying, hey, we're in Huntington. Why don't you cruise back to Menifee? That's bad. And we've done
That's
that.
a mob.
We've done that.
bad.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
We also rode dirt bikes at 4 a.m. in the neighborhood. So
Oh, that's nothing.
that's
new.
cool. See, Gordon's on
Yeah.
that program.
Yeah, we do that. All
I
the
knew he'd be
time.
all about that.
Yeah. Like, there's been times when I was at Buttery's where he would be spitting sparks out the back of his 450 rev limiter with a chick on the back through the middle of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
that's hard to not appreciate.
The best part is
the way
that
to
the
do it.
cops have gotten so used to him doing that,
They don't even
they
chase
don't
him.
bother us.
No.
No shit.
They'll
Well, 'cause they
say,
know he's just
"Hey,
gonna keep
you
doing
guys,
it."
Like, can you guys not do it at least until I get back out?
Yeah,
of
like
this
can you guys
cul-de-sac?"
work with us a little bit?
Yeah.
That's actually not a bad deal
No,
to have.
it's a great deal. That's why we can ride 110s around town. We can ride 110s at Chick-fil-A, to Starbucks.
Yeah,
And they don't
Panera.
say anything.
Yeah, he
No.
does.
That's
never-
sick. That
he
is
pulls
cool.
that off really well.
Because out
Yeah.
here, you're fucked. Like,
Oh, I'm
out
sure.
here, you literally have to run from the cops.
Yeah. But
I
down
mean,
there,
not me personally, but
down there, they don't care.
that's pretty
That's
dope.
clutch. Do you have a personal YouTube channel or not yet?
I have one that I put zero effort into. It's only got like 3,500 subscribers.
Oh, yeah,
It's a
that's
little
nothing,
winky.
dude.
Yeah, that's-
Level up, bro.
Man, that's
Fuck, we got like way.
Well, I
what
have like 6.
what do we got?
videos,
Way more,
6,
like what,
7
2,000?
videos.
I was gonna say that's still more than what we have, and
Yeah,
we tried.
dick.
so.
But it's because I was doing like the back end. Like Connor had his vlog stuff, and mine was like behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So it kind of like piggybacked.
Yeah. Do you ever think about like trying to get into that more? Because I mean, YouTube does pay a little bit.
I'm gonna do YouTube with like this bike build. Just 'cause, like people seem to love bike builds, and the 450 I'm gonna go like pretty much all out on. So I'm gonna do like a progress video, like all the fuck shit, like with Wanky and Tommy and all by talking in the garage about how everything's shit quality.
Yeah.
So probably I'm gonna make a little video of that.
You should. I think personally, you should start up a little bit more YouTube shit because I feel like all the stuff you have going, like again, from a kid's standpoint that like grew up on the East Coast and like
Yeah.
there's when you live out there and like you're into moto, there's fucking nothing. You're just hoping that somebody like you pops up one day and is like, hey, I'm making fucking YouTube videos. So like, for people everywhere out of California, they're just like praying for more content. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
that's for sure.
I definitely don't think it'd be a bad idea for you to fucking. I mean, I'm sure it's tough because you are working a job and YouTube's basically a second job. If if
Yeah.
you're full bore into it, it's a fuck ton of work.
I mean, I don't mind editing videos at all. Like that's the thing. Like I want to do it, but I got to be around people that are like interesting enough to be around that makes
sure.
for good content.
For sure.
Because otherwise, I'm gonna have a 6-second video of funny shit, and I'd rather it be funny than just like all the blank
Just motoing.
space.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't want to just post a bunch of raw clips. Like,
Yeah.
Screw that.
Yeah.
I want to post the bloopers and the raw clips. So like, hey,
Bloopers are the best.
bloopers are the
Yeah.
best.
God.
that's my favorite part. Like I will go on YouTube just to watch 2021 dirt bike crashes.
I know.
Supercross season.
Oh, yeah.
crashes.
Yeah, we still
Oh,
do
it's the
that.
shit.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Like-
bummed I don't have any.
Yeah,
Because I
me
eat
too.
shit a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
No one gets it on film. What a fucking coincidence. And then, one of the top dudes, Tomac, tips over in a corner. You'll never miss him tipping over in a corner.
No.
But
No.
you can't see me yard sailing fucking 100 yards down the hill.
No.
Sick.
Dude.
Yeah.
Someone's got to have a Snapchat memory.
Oh,
of that,
a
right?
phone, like something.
Yeah.
I mean, one year at Colorado, I got really badly hurt, and they caught the like back end of it. You could see in the background. It was pretty cool.
All this TV time.
Oh yeah, I got some. It
Cartwheel.
was literally on TV too. I was like, I got some TV time.
Oh, nice. It was
See the
worth
guy
it.
eating shit in the back? That's me.
Yeah.
Not the guy lapping him.
completely out of focus. Like you can barely
Oh, it's
see it.
so
That's me.
blurry and stuff, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, but then you play the sympathy card on the chicks at the bar, and now you're in.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Todd has had more chicks with his broken back than anyone I've
Absolutely.
ever seen in my entire
Oh, I
life.
bet.
Yeah,
Hands
he should.
down.
Honestly, he should still wear the back brace.
He should.
Yeah.
He's gonna replace Dan Bilzerian. Yeah.
Really, he's killing it right now, huh?
Ridiculous.
You should see him at the
Damn.
bungalow, dude. He's
Todd?
local.
That's where we were.
I know. That's
He
what I'm
just-
saying.
he's
Did you
just
go to the
like-
shop after?
No, because we
Oh.
we picked him up from we went to his apartment to meet up,
Oh, okay.
and he just like has nothing going on, just like picks another two, just rounding up girls like they're coins on
Like
the
a herd of
street.
fucking cows.
Yeah, it's just like
Shit.
so easy for him.
Right? I know. I think I want to say when we went the one time, it was like me, him, Kieran, and he got a chick to drive us because none of us wanted to drive to his shop.
Yeah.
We stayed there, had a few more. She took us through drive-through, and then all fucking dropped us off where we needed to go. That was all his doing.
Dude's got like magic potion or something. I don't know.
Damn, Todd.
Taj is killing it,
He's the
dude.
king of
Fuck. Hey,
kids.
leave some for the rest of us, bro.
Oh, he's
Moto Cuts is doing well, I guess.
yeah. He's he has the graphic kits, and then he's the king of kits. So anything kit related, he's your guy. So sponsor plug. I hope I get paid for that one.
Yeah,
Come on, dude.
Gordo's going to be sending Motor Cuts an invoice later.
Oh, actually, I didn't think about that. Do you have a, WTP Motorsports competition bonus for top 3?
Not from anyone.
Damn. That should
Gonna
have been
have to-
negotiated.
Yeah, going to have to set that up.
Well, going
guys.
into the next one,
Yeah.
might need
no,
to talk to him.
I'm gonna need to talk to a lot of people about that.
Yeah.
Now the conversations are able to start.
Like, hey, I
It's
wake
gotta
up
feel
and I
good.
piss excellence.
Yeah, now I can actually say like now I have something to stand on at least.
Yeah,
right. So
Well, sick. Oh, sure. Fucking diesel
Yeah,
guy
dude.
just rolling up and being loud in front of our shit. No problem.
Just dropping his Hemi in our face.
Is there anybody that you do want to thank? Is there anything that you want to let the people know that you got upcoming?
definitely pay attention, because if this Halloween video goes how it's supposed to go, I don't think anyone will be able to look at Instagram edits the same after.
Nice. Okay.
So watch out for that. And then bike builds are going to be killer. Thank you guys for having me on here. Pleasure hanging out with you guys, talking shit.
Fuck
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Look forward
coming
to
on.
the next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate you appreciate you coming on.
Hopefully next time you come on, you win the next event.
That's,
Yeah.
that's
Anything
good.
less, we won't have you on. I'm just,
I'll shake on that.
Yeah. Shout
we
out
might want
to
you on anyways, but
shout out to Irenic CBD, mxboot.com, always taking care of us. We've got some potentially new stuff in the works, so keep up with us, and we'll hopefully be dropping some good shit soon.
shout out to the Filmer boys, Bold Boy, Seth.
Yeah, shout out to all the boys.
Not Hesh.
And
Not
yeah, screw you, Hesh. We're going to get out of here, and I need to go eat some food. I'm hungry. It's my 2-year anniversary with my girlfriend.
Wow,
today.
and the first thing you do
Wow.
instead of taking her to breakfast is come do a podcast. You're a legend. Sorry, Morgan.
This is all for you, motherfuckers.
Baby, this is for you.
Yeah.
I got to
no.
go get my card because I might have left it at the bar on Saturday.
Damn.
I'm just kidding. It was a restaurant, dude. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
Miriam coming off of a little bender.
Easy,
Alrighty. Shout out to everybody that
we're
helps us, supports us, WTP Motorsports. We thank you. Filmers, Seth, Bullboy, we are out. Click us out of here. Peace.
Later.
You really did?